We get a lot of questions also regarding calories in this diet. And Colin says, I don't seem to be able to get the 2,000 plus I need unless I eat lots of food, more than I feel I should. Do I really need that much with this diet, this lifestyle?
Well, number one, another framing of why the old paradigm nutrition is wrong is they still talk about caloric intake and caloric values. Even a lot of the less educated people in the raw food community speak about you must eat large amounts of fruit because it has high caloric value. Well, let's go back to the first answer I gave when I pointed out that the people who have the lowest caloric diet live the longest and have the least disease. So that one fact, and it is a fact, it's a well-established fact, nobody ever debates that within the medical community now, should show you that our bodies do not want a high caloric diet. So whoever suggested that you have 2,000 calories a day, where did they get that information from? Number two, some people burn energy more than others. So if you're a high metabolizer, if you're an athlete and a high metabolizer, you may need 3,000 calories a day. And so with sprouted grains, sprouted beans, and the wide amount of essential fatty acids you'd find in sprouts, and even more so their juices, it's easy enough to even achieve the need for high caloric intake like that. As you notice, none of us who eat this way and exercise properly are too thin. And when you first do this, my God, do you get thin. I mean, I went from an obese guy to a skinny guy, too skinny guy. And so it's frightening, especially for those who haven't figured out that exercise is part of a healthy lifestyle. And weightlifting is part of the exercise beyond aerobic. And it's going to take time, especially for a younger person who metabolizes to gain strength and muscle back. The body literally has to fall apart because it was built with glue and paste rather than nails and wood. And so it will fall apart. It's easy for that waste weight to come off. Let it happen. As long as you're being nourished, that's the key to it. And then if you are somebody who requires more calories, emphasize the foods I just mentioned.
Awesome.
Another misnomer, and I better mention this, is that protein, if you're just sitting there, is going to put muscle on you. No, it's not. You must lift weight, literally rip the muscle, and protein, as I said, is the most important thing to develop healthy cells. Same answer I give to a person recovering from cancer. I don't care if you're recovering from cancer or running 24 miles. It's the same thing you need. Protein after the muscle requires it. Just sitting there, you could take 10 pounds of protein a day. You're not going to gain an ounce.
And as you've said many times, the algae and the sprouts are very high protein.
Very high, very, very high. If one cannot afford a proper protein powder, this is the highest protein diet, the Hippocrates living food diet on the planet Earth.